Gordon earlier.
Yeah, I saw he was in the party for a bit.
Yeah, yeah,
He,
quite a bit actually. Yeah, basically being more deliberate about like, yeah, he wants to get back into art, which is really cool.
hell yeah. I
Like
like that.
it's all cool, right? It's cool to also not do art if that's
Yeah.
what is being called for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know he wants to make art, and so it's just nice that he's like finding his groove. Um, yes, and he draws. It's time to draw! Exclamation point! Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that Twitch notification, so he's got the one about yours.
Nice. Very good.
I was like so nervous about this mech arm, and then I was talking to Joe Marziliano, Steven's friend in New York.
Uh huh.
He and I have become friends because he's a sculptor, and I mean I like to think we were already friends before we knew each other, but I think we talk all the time now because
Wow.
because I'm sculpting all the time, um, and yeah, he was like, dude, like it's he's like I looked at Murder Falcon and it's a few basic forms, right?
Uh huh.
Um, and then yeah, you like have some greebles and stuff which you can kind of like futz a little bit, and then you basically got it. He's like, this is well within your ability, and I was like, yeah, you're actually probably right. Like I actually think you're right.
They know.
Yeah. I it's good to be reminded of that. Like when I worked on the dragon for the Kuan Yin piece, I was also really nervous about it because in my mind, like I have like constructed this monolith of like, this is a dragon. He was like, what are the forms? Like what are the basic forms? I was like, it's basically a tube with a boxy head. He's like, yeah, okay. And he was right. And it was kind of like what I needed to get over myself, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, a lot of times it's good to like. It is interesting how powerful, like, the story you tell yourself is like, yeah, because if you say something like it's a dragon, it sounds really intimidating. But if you say, yeah, it's cylinders, and then you put a bunch of scales on it, you're like, oh, it's still going to be hard, but it's not, yeah, it's not impossible, basically.
Right. No, yeah, and you knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the
That was a pretty
park.
cool dragon.
It was pretty sick. It was pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Thank you. Friends.
Friendship. Alright, I'm just waiting for this thing to download in the cloud.
Sorry, bro.
Oh,
It sucks when our
jeez.
this is the huge downside to working with digital.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like, so much of my art is grounded in ZBrush as a specific piece of software. Like so much of my workflow is based on what I can accomplish in this specific piece of software, that if like one day they were like, oh, actually we're shutting down and we're actually shutting down like all licenses, I'd be like, fucked. I mean, I wouldn't
Right.
be, right? Because I'm a very resilient artist, and I would be like, cool, I'll just learn another software, or I'll get into traditional, or whatever, I'll figure out Blender is free, right?
Yeah.
But I guess my point is like, we truly, like when it comes to digital especially, we truly live at the whims of the software master.
Right.
and, and that's kind of like, yeah, it kind of sucks a little.
Just a little bit.
Tad bit, yeah.
I'd
Yes,
prefer
that's
not to, but it's okay, I guess. I would love to do traditional all the time, but I wouldn't get anything done if I did that. So
it is interesting. I was driving the other day, I was thinking about this because I have so many friends who, like, they have this narrative that they started in traditional and they got into digital, but it never gave them the same experience as they did when they were doing traditional.
right,
And I actually have never really had that because I think that I really got into art. My original foundation was with digital. Um, I don't want to overstate this because some of this I think is just like a function of the fact that I happen to be good at digital. Like I mean, I used to be a software engineer, right? So like,
right. So you
it's
know
like
the playing field a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and so I think there's a little bit of that, but but yeah, it's like I don't actually have a very very big romance about traditional. And yeah, it's been interesting. Like I have this one guy I know. He worked at EA, and he and I became his name Lamb.
Oh wait. Oh, you turned into a
Get
robot.
Oh yeah, yeah. His name is Simon Lamb, and so we would often get
Oh wow.
messages intended for each other.
Yeah.
It turns out, but he's actually a UI designer at EA, but in his, in his aside life, he is a really good acrylic painter. And he does like sports, and oh dude, he's like done art for all these really famous. He's in Canada, like all these Canadian, especially hockey is his favorite sport. Done all this art for these people, and it's like really really cool. But yeah, he started in acrylic and a little bit of oil as well, and he just never thought of like he tried digital for a while, but it just never took the way that acrylic did.
Yeah.
And anyway, my point in all this is just to say, like, yeah, it's really interesting to see people's different perspectives of which mediums work. And for me, like, digital is actually where I feel the most at home. The analogy that I give is it's a bit like using a word processor, where part of my process is the sense that I can move big pieces of things around at any given time. And that's just like part of my process. I am reminded of and I should say, like, when you meet a true artist, like, or not a true artist, but when you meet like a really enthusiastic artist, most people we're all on the same page, right? Which is like you
Right.
do whatever works, like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's just interesting for me because I'm surrounded by so many people who love traditional, and I also love traditional to a degree, but for the art I want to make, it's like digital just opens it up for me, and
Yeah.
it's yeah, and if anything, like my traditional friends are like, it's really cool what you're doing in digital. Like it's like we didn't even really know what was possible, and so like watching you work is like really intriguing. I have a friend who's only ever done oil painting, and she's like, "Yeah, the stuff you're doing in digital is like so cool to watch."
I mean, it is. It's sick.
It feels like art. It's like weird. Like how did I don't know. Like because it is art, but I just mean like that's the big thing is the stuff I'm doing is it's bigger than just like, oh, Sam like knows anatomy and clothing. It seems I don't know, like my sense of design has really come through once I
Yeah.
started doing 3D.
Just clicked for you
Yeah.
a little bit. I don't
I kind of don't
know.
want to show you the work in progress for the mech arm because I kind of just want to show it as a surprise when I have it
Okay.
mostly done.
Yeah. Dude, just do that. I'm gonna flip out anyway. So it's why isn't this working?
Sorry, dude. Oh, I can see your beautiful, beautiful head. Also, like, do we want to jump on Malpy this guild just in case Kiwi wants to join?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I'll see you over there.
All right. You're so fast.
I don't want people to. I don't want him to know we're cheating on him on another server. He just joined.
Oh.
Uh-oh, you guys are talking about me?
So Manny and I are on this other. It's another server, but it's like four of us, and it's just like basically an overglorified DM group DM between
Right.
us and Nate and our friend Gordon, whom we all know each other from the same Steven workshop. So when we want to shoot the shit, we'll jump on there. But I specifically told Manny, I was like, hey, we should just jump over to MBG just in case, like, one of the other boys wants to join, and then you joined almost immediately. So
Yeah.
I was right. I was right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're always right, Sam.
It's cause I'm a hot lawyer. That's
true.
really like
Yeah.
that's what I want everyone to take away from this conversation.
Yes.
Accurate.
Take notes. Hot
I'm working on the
lawyers,
mech arm right now, but I'm not gonna show you guys for a while. I kind of want to surprise you a bit when it's done.
I like surprises.
Well, I'm gonna show off my PureRef file for this whole Western project, so people know what I'm doing in the corner. gathering reference for this. Trying to get some revolvers.
Hell yeah.
But have lots of cool things. Women all dressed up in bandit attire. Some animal anatomy from a book that someone let me borrow for a little bit, so I just scanned some pages, so I got some of that, and then whole bunch of horses and cowboy stuff. And
A bunch of horse dong.
Yeah. Etherington
okay.
Brothers, a little bit of that, you know. Yeah. Horse dong. Yeah.
Yeah, horse dong. Big ol' floppy dong.
Horse dong. Delicious.
I hear wedding bells.
Ding dong.
I think you saw, Manny. I recently modeled a revolver. It was really weird. I just like it's because to practice hard surface, it is a really cool thing to use. But
I did
it was
do you follow Peter Draws?
yeah. He's one of the first people I followed on lines.
Yeah. So apparently he's in like Greensville, North Carolina, or something. Somewhere.
I guess I never really thought about where all my internet like folks live.
Yeah, I didn't know he like said it somewhere on the internet, and I was like, what? So
Peter Draws? I do not know this.
yeah, Peter Draws. Yeah.
Peter's really cool because he's like, he has a pretty consistent brand in the sense that he's always posting things, but like he's all over the place when it comes to style. And I think what I love about him is that he just likes drawing, and he'll just draw random shit, like whatever he feels like, and it's usually really cool. Not necessarily like that it's all virtuosic all the time. It's just like a lot of times it's just like because he likes it and he thinks it's cool. So
Yeah.
recommend him.
Well, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on.
Manny broke his stuff.
I've tried uploading this like multiple times. This is so dumb. I just want to break this iPad.
Is it the stream that's causing issues?
No. Yeah, I've been having issues with like the cloud thing, like transferring my file from like one device to another.
Okay.
And then also apparently my iPad just like disconnects or it doesn't want to connect to the internet sometimes at my house. So
I had that issue yesterday where it didn't want to, so I had to just completely disconnect from the network, just remove it from the iPad settings, and then reconnect.
I did that and it worked once, and then I also had to restart it entirely, and then it finally worked.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like why are you
Come on,
doing
Apple,
this?
your crap together.
Yeah, they're like, you gotta download the update so we can break it. I'm like, all right, well, no.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
I don't want to break my stuff. I don't want to break it, man.
Too late.
I keep wanting to make this mech arm like reasonably sized, and I was like, no. It has to be.
It has to be ridiculous.
Absurdly large. Yeah, it has to be ridiculous.
Absurd, dude.
Like abs. Absurd.
Big
Massive.
abs.
As if it's abs. You know what I mean?
Abs.
Bruno's my dog. My nephew dog.
Bruno!
Oh yeah, good job, bud.
I swear I can draw a straight line, just apparently not when it matters.
Like a gay line.
Oh, nailed it.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Well, I mean, if I drew a gay line, it would have to be absolutely fabulous. So.
Yeah.
It's true.
And glitter. You don't have your travel glitter bag? Do you both not have that?
I
Not yet.
do not. I ordered it from Amazon, and they said it's being delayed because of all the orders for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's accurate.
Yep.
Yep.
Very accurate. Yeah. Come on.
No.
Come on, Clip Studio.
No.
Come on. See, we're getting there.
No.
We're getting there. The bar is so
Yeah.
close.
You
Third time's a
gotta
charm.
talk nice.
Say what?
You gotta talk nice to it.
Please?
No. Not again. Nope.
Please work, iPad.
Yeah.
Please save correctly, iPad. Please. That would be like totally cool and stuff.
Oh, we're gonna need you to go down so I can do art. Bruno's on my lap and I can't.
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno. Sam has to draw a giant mech arm. He has to finish it.
Nope.
Give him room to finish the mech arm.
Interesting. It disconnected right at the end.
Oh
Interesting.
no. I don't think that I would call it interesting, but that's I mean, good word. Good word.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something else.
It just knows
Problems.
that I'm up here, and I'm like, all right, I'm not working on the comic because I'm a loser.
I'm a loser.
I honestly was thinking like, I've got some time to work on the comic, but I haven't. With all the traveling that I didn't have what I felt like was just time to sit down and focus on the next page.
Yeah.
So I was doing a bunch of just rough stuff.
Rough stuff.
Rough, like rough layouts for the other pages and for a wraparound cover for the Time Police.
Yeah.
And then tonight it was take care of kiddos, try to do like, family stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have a 10 o'clock meeting, so I'm like, I don't have the time to just sit down and focus and actually do
10
something.
o'clock
So,
meeting? What?
10 o'clock meeting.
That's crazy. Why?
In my day job, I do a bunch of cyber-related stuff. So
Yeah.
threat intel, communication, training, whatnot.
Yeah.
So once a month, I meet with our people over in like our southeastern Australia, Asia Pacific, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I have going on at 10. An hour-long meeting with all my friends
Wow.
over there.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
It is, and then hopefully I can get like an hour of some work done on a page when I can focus after that.
That would be insane.
Did anybody ever agree to what's going on this weekend?
No.
I agree. I agree to meeting on Saturday.
Okay. That's
I'll
good.
put it in. I'll put it in our little.
Yeah, because I guess no one wants to be like, oh, yeah, well, I don't want to say yes.
I honestly think that's it. I don't know why it's so hard for people to just be like, I want to hang out. Because I mean, I want to hang out.
So, I mean, at least we'll hang out.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a donut.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a diner.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. Hopefully
Hey,
everyone
Manny,
else shows up. Huh?
Yeah. Can you cut your hair, spike it, dye it white, grow a goatee, and then we'll go to a diner. You can wear your sunglasses on the back of your head.
I could try. I could try that.
Sweet. That would be great.
I could give that a shot for you, bud.
I was listening to you guys. I was futzing with stuff because I kept hearing like a buzzing in my speakers, and I think it's because I just got a Bluetooth speaker, and it was nearby. And
I was wondering what the buzzing was.
oh, so you guys can hear it too?
I could.
Oh, unless it wasn't me. Unless if you could hear it, does that mean that it was coming from Manny or?
Or yeah, is it me? My buzzing?
Not anymore.
Okay, because that wouldn't make sense.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
okay, yeah,
buzzing.
so, yeah. It is from you, Manny. It wasn't from me. Okay,
Oh, what's going on?
that's probably something with it's not like annoying or anything. I just thought like, I would try to solve the problem.
I would try to.
Technology.
Let's see. Is this better?
Yeah, I just realized that it's popping up on your thing. Like your thing's popping up green when it goes off. Off in your butt. What?
I don't know. I don't know why.
I just like the way you said "but." Made me laugh. I'm sorry. I'm a child.
Okay, you're cute, so all that matters.
I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties now. Is it good now?
No.
No?
No.
Not this.
Yeah, can you see that your thing's going off green? I mean, it's okay as long as we have a Manny. That's all I care about, you know. And
Yeah.
your friends.
Let me see.
Manny is my friend.
Uh,
Is that Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Is that the song? Sure.
Now it is. Now it is. God, I haven't thought about that show in forever. Are either of you guys Avatar: The Last Airbender fans?
yes.
Yep.
Are you guys? I think tomorrow is the new live action show on Netflix.
Oh, it's tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow. It I like not that the trailers were bad, but I didn't think much of them, to be honest. But the last trailer, the one that they just came out with today, is pretty fucking epic. It looks great.
Oh, okay.
Which makes me...
Well, that's good.
I always liked Aang. Like Aang, I thought was a fun character.
Oh, yeah.
game. Oh, because he's Asian?
Yeah, Asians are fun.
That's true. Asians are so fun. They're so fun, guys.
Oh my god. Am I an idiot?
And he's having a lot of tech issues.
Oh my god.
But
I don't know.
We love Manny.
I don't
love you,
know.
Manny.
I don't know why this is being so difficult right now.
Alright, I'm really afraid to say this because, Sam, I really hope I don't offend you.
No. It would be very hard to. Please go ahead.
But one of the shows I was like, oh, I gotta check this out. It looks interesting. is something I was like, I'll probably watch an episode and then just bow out. But I like watched all of Kim's Convenience on Netflix,
Huh?
and I absolutely loved it. I'm like, I just want more of the show now. Where's Kim's Convenience?
What's the offensive part?
Well, you were saying like Asians are fun, and I agree.
Oh, okay. Well, no,
I
that's not
was just worried, like, you
I
know.
mean, that's racist, not racist at all.
Okay.
If,
like,
if anything, that was the lead-in. Like, I always try to tell people, like, is it racist if like someone brings up that you're Vietnamese? I was like, not if, like I brought it up first in a conversation. That's not weird. I see what you're saying though, because it's like, but I don't know. I think the reason that is okay to me, in case you're curious, is that that show is I mean they're like the fact that they're Asian is not the only thing about them, but like it's kind of presented, it's kind of marketed as a show about an Asian family, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, that is one of my favorite shows. I really love that show. I only watched it last year, also very recently, also on Netflix.
I just was like, oh, this is so good. I want to keep watching, and then it ends, and I'm like, what? Wait, no, I need more. Like, where?
It had the kind of
there's so much more.
it had a kind of humor that I think in a younger version of me would not have appreciated, but like between that and Schitt's Creek, basically Canadian humor is like really does it for me these days.
I agree. Like, there's so many great Canadian shows where I'm like, oh, this one I guarantee was filmed in Canada and has like Canadian writers on it.
Yeah. Turns out it was.
It's Letterkenny. Cool.
Yeah. Oh god, that show's so good. That show's good.
All right, guys, I figured it out.
What happened? What's up?
I just sent it to my Google Drive instead.
Yay!
But it's not very cool.
Figured it out.
Not cool that it took so long.
Yeah, you got it.
I last Ronin and Extremity trade just came into Collector's Paradise, so.
Oh, heck
Awesome.
Oh, and it's not just that, it's in, like they hold it for your 5 days. That's very nice.
yeah. Nice. But yes, this is what I did at the bar today.
At the bar.
Yeah, I went to the bar after work to wait out some traffic.
Lucky.
Oh wait, sorry, I just realized. Look at your workstation.
Yeah. This is my workstation. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Gotta pull it up on my phone. That way I don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams.
By the way,
No, I gotta watch an Eminem ad. Sorry,
Eminem-
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Kevin was right that Kingdom Come is gonna take me a while because I do spend a lot of time looking at the art.
Yeah. Yep. It'll do that.
Sir.
Especially Alex Ross.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm drawing just a plain Bruce Wayne because I just absolutely love the his like exoskeleton that kind of holds him together after all of his injuries. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's awesome.
And for a second there's a part. I don't want to ruin it, Sam, because I don't know if you read through all of it. But there's a part where I'm like, oh my god, they killed off this character, I can't believe it. And then by the end of the book, it's like, oh, everything's okay.
No, I'm not there yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I was worried. So
He's
we'll
an
see. We'll see if we shared the same worry for the same character. I highly doubt it. Oh, Manny's shooting holes in zombies.
Yeah.
Dude, so I'll show you show you over the weekend. I don't have it laid out yet, but that's one of the things I want to get done before we meet up, is just kind of rough it. My pages 6 and 7, there's going to be just kind of an interstitial, like, setting up a standoff, and then like a 2-page splash with just all the, just completely ripping off Daniel Warren Johnson, by the way.
Yeah.
This 2-page splash of just people being sliced and diced and blood and viscera and like all kinds of cool stuff. So I want to get that at least roughed in to be like, all right, how does this look? Can I fix something? Because when I start diving into it, I don't want something to be off to where it's, 3/4 of the way through and I realize I've got a tangent and that tangent just ruins like half of the page and I have to start over.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, just do all the roughs that you can. We'll all like talk about it, or at least you and I will definitely talk about it.
So. We'll be the ones there talking art. Yeah. Kev will be there, probably just waxing poetic about an awesome movie that is
waxing poetic.
Dude, I just saw this art house picture. It was amazing.
Yeah. And then back to what Nate and I were talking about, how we just don't understand references because we're just always in our cave drawing and painting and stuff. So we'll just smile and nod. Yeah, I've seen that. For sure. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same vein because I just nod and say, yep. Because for the past 13 years I've been watching children's movies.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how great Frozen 2 is? Nope. Okay.
Can we talk about Nope.
Some art flick that came out when, I was getting married or when we had the first kid or the second kid. We had children. I'm old. I can't.
I can't. Not me. Ha 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 ha. I just.
That's why one day, Manny, you'll be working for, some amazing comic company, and I'll be like, I knew Manny when he was just hanging out on the stream talking.
Or we'll make our own comic company.
That would be sweet too. I'll go with that. As long as I'm allowed to hang out. Like,
yeah. Got to.
Oh, so I'll share this real quick because how much time do I have? Got like 10 minutes. I jumped on a podcast, or James and I jumped on and recorded a podcast last night with some of the guys that we met at HeroesCon.
Oh yeah.
Matt Kund and Noah Ray, super cool guys. They have a podcast called Constructing Comics. So
nice.
We will have that, and we're working with them on a release date. Hopefully that'll tie into all the Kickstarter launch for the Time Police stuff.
Oh, nice.
And, James, if you guys didn't know, James actually has some music training. He plays the cello.
Oh, wow.
And he's very good at playing the cello. So a lot of what he listens to when he writes is there's a lot of symphony and classical music and a lot of musical scores for movies and much more sophisticated, because I brought up some of the times when I'm creating a character I'll pull some music together and just see if I can't find the right influence.
Yeah.
And the song, when I started working on Time Police, there was one song that I just had in my head of like the characters Ben and Jay riding around in their Time Police car, just patrolling time, you know, kind of nodding their head along to what was going on.
Yeah.
And the song is called Shutterbug by Big Boy. And it's Big Boy from Outkast, like his solo project stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's the song that kind of influenced the car, the outfits, the characters.
That's awesome.
So my hope is one day to learn enough of an animation suite and just make like a 30-second intro of like the two characters just kind of, you know, bobbing along to that song. So
you could do like a lo-fi, you know how like the lo-fi music always has like a little gif that is repeating, you know, it's like someone at their desk like writing or whatever. You could have that background, and just I feel like it would be easy to just have your background that maybe you've already drawn or whatever, and just have that looping in the background, and then maybe like lights shining on it, right, on the car. But then like in the car you see them just like bobbing their heads up and down, you know, and that I feel like that's like 4 frames or so of you just like maybe lasso tooling the heads and putting it in different spots, maybe.
Right.
You could definitely.
I'm hoping it's super easy.
It shouldn't be too crazy. I don't think it would be too crazy, but then again, I don't know animation. But that's how I would do it, at least from my knowledge. But I know Procreate has a animated thing that
Dream.
Yeah, Dreams. It just came out. It's getting better and better. Like I think I got it and I was like, yeah, I don't know how to use this, but also there's a lot more resources on it for really simple looped animations.
Yeah.
Sweet. Because I use Procreate for all the digital stuff I do, so.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I do want to clarify. So Procreate Dreams is a separate software, but it's also a one-time fee.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can share it. So my oldest, who likes, she's got Procreate for her tablet as well. So she does her thing there. I think it would be awesome to also kind of get her into it early. So it's just another tool she has from a creative standpoint that she can use.
Yeah. My godson, who is 14, is a really, really good animator. It's like, and it's so wild because I asked him, I was like, "Where'd you learn that from? Do you like watch YouTube videos?" He's like, "Oh, I just messed around." I was like, "Okay, that is amazing, and I love that so much."
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I got him Procreate Dreams, and he like I was visiting, and then on the spot, he just whipped out this like really cool Demon Slayer animation.
No way.
It's very stick figure-y, right? Like it's simple, but like I don't know. It's animation's like magic to me. I have so many friends who do it, but I don't really know how to begin to approach it.
That's crazy.
I think I'm with you, Manny. I really see it being a rather simple thing to pull together. It's just I was meeting with my therapist today, and I was like, all right, our next meeting needs to be like the week of March 11th, because we're going to have the fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever. We're going to have the Kickstarter launch, all the pages for the anthology I plan on having done and over to you, Manny, by the 16th. Like, we've set our goals.
Yeah.
And my wife and I will I've got a conference at the beginning of March, so there's going to be like 4 days that I'll be out at a conference traveling. And then, like, when I got back, you know, gonna have to really hammer all this down, and we're talking about maybe some travel again outside of all of that. And so I was just like, I really need to look at the calendar, and I really need to look at maybe just taking a Friday off here or a Friday off there and using those Fridays as just creative work days. So I don't lose my freaking mind like trying to do all this stuff at night after work. So
yeah, that's a good
me.
call.
I'm actually really I'm really tired right now, but I'm just working on this, and I'm having a good time. But yeah, it is. I sometimes have to remember that I'm doing this after a long work day as a fucking lawyer.
right.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and just I'd say just any job, lawyer. I can't imagine how stressful that is, but just any job where you've got to interact with coworkers
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
coming home and trying to be creative.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm very grateful in that I work at a very creative company,
Right.
and so that helps a lot because yeah, it definitely makes me feel like every day I'm like at least around my people.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. I don't have that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
I was
have.
gonna say I've got good people I work with, but it's definitely not in the medium I would prefer to work in. So
Right. Yep. I was training someone today on the machines. It was like a friend that I've talked to in the past before and stuff, and they found interest in learning the machines. And I told my mom about that today. I was teaching this dude the machine, and then my mom was immediately like, well, that's not good.
why
now,
it's like so
now
you
you're not
take
the only one that
job?
knows how to. Yeah, basically, she's like, no, someone's gonna try and take your job or whatever. I was like, I don't think he would do that, but you know, if he does, then you know, more power to him. Then that'll just push me to do something else.
That's right.
So, but as I was teaching him you know, someone that's kind of problematic came up and was like, "Oh, you should teach me how to do that." And I was like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah. Go talk to our boss, and you know he can teach you how to do this.
Well, that's the thing. He is a boss.
Oh, never mind. Yay, I got it. Oh, damn it, I didn't ink the hand. All right, do that real quick. I was just about to say, yay, I got this done, but I missed the freaking hand. Yeah.
What time is it? 9:44.
Yeah. Gotta get everything spun up and ready to go. So at 10 o'clock, I'm on the ball, ready to present.
Oh, you're presenting like a.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I get to run the whole meeting. So.
Hell yeah.
All right, there. Now his hand's done. Gotta clean up his eye because it looks like he's squinting. Whatever. I'll do that once the ink dries. Once the ink dries.
Dry.
I like that song.
Dry.
This looks terrible. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Ah, blurb.
Yeah.
Blurb.
All the blurbs.
Blurb is.
Blurb City, bro.
Oh, I love that place.
Hmm.
I've been meaning to visit.
You should. It misses you.
I'll have to use my magic on this of Instagram helping me balance out my whites and blacks and everything because this is a really, really terrible light. Oh, that's comics discussion. I want to go to share art. Where's share art? Maybe general chat? Where do we put all of our art stuff? Art discussion.
Art, yeah.
Art discussion. General chat?
Yeah, I mean either way.
Art dis-
There's nothing bad's gonna happen.
Oh my god. The iPad doesn't always like Discord when you go to add crap. There you go. Boop. Send. Boop. There we go. I'll clean that up tonight. Probably tomorrow. I don't know, sometime. Looks alright. Alright, gents. Thank you for letting me come on here and hang out and
Yeah, dude.
waste your time.
Well, I don't know
You're
about that, but yeah, anytime, dude.
So if I don't talk to you guys, Sam, when do I get to hang out with you again? Are you able to make our Kingdom Come discussion? I thought last week you said no.
Correct. I'm not able to, and my sister's birthday dinner is tomorrow. Her birthday's today.
That's great. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
shame because I actually am reading Kingdom Come. I'll probably finish tonight, and I want to fucking talk about it. It's right up my alley.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Alex Ross.
It's ridiculous. How dare he?
Gross. Like gross.
Yeah.
Alright, gents. Have a good one.
Alright, you too, my
Thank
dude.
you. You're hot.
Bye.
Oh.
So cute.
Oh, I just saw the Batman drawing.
Which one?
Oh, excuse me. That Ben posted in the chat. In the Discord
see.
channel.
I want to see.
Inspired by the Bruce Wayne.
Oh, you mean Noah posted?
Huh?
You said Ben? Did you mean Noah?
No, it's Ben in art discussion.
Oh, I'm looking at Noah posted Batman art in the comics discussion channel.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, this is different. Yeah. Ben's post is different. Sorry. Yeah, that's really cool. That's fire.
Oh, the Batman Year One stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I got turned about.
Got you. Cool. Art is cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have? A reference of someone grabbing their hat. Oh. There we go. That actually works. Yo, Noah, what's up?
Oh, is Noah here?
Yeah, it's in the.
Hey, boo.
It's in the Twitch chat.
If Noah likes me. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Hey you. You're all weak.
Get
folks.
Get it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I do. I actually personally get it. I don't know if your listeners are, but
I hope so. We're all about dad jokes here.
Oh, I'm working on Murph's arm right now. I hope you're proud of me.
Yeah, be proud of Sam.
Please.
Please.
Please love me. Please love me. Please love me. I just joined Brock, so you guys just joined at the right time. Before it was just us nerds
Oh,
in
hey.
Ben Hill.
But just us nerds in Ben Hill.
No, copy of the shelf to read again. Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah.
Oh, did I jump off or was that you, Manny?
It must have been me. My
yeah.
connection might be just bad or something. I don't know.
Brock says I have to lurk, unfortunately. Yeah, no problem. I forget where I saw a picture of Brock. Somewhere. Hey, he's very good looking.
Hell yeah. We're just a whole bunch of cuties, you know?
And I think I got spoiled on that because not all artists are good looking. I just happened to find the good looking ones.
You should look up a picture of Paul Pope.
Are they hot?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm gay. Sexual. Also, I'm gay for his art. I'm on his website right now.
Yeah.
He has a Batman sculpture.
Oh yeah. He did a Batman Year 100, and that book is awesome.
That's cool.
Super cool, because everything that's happened in the past, like all those other Batman books, is like canon. Like he basically makes canon in this universe, but it's like 100 years after it all happens. So it's like, who is this guy? You know, it's great.
That's awesome. Oh, Brock says, "Fuck DWJ for always playing with my emotions."
Right?
Yeah. I don't want to hang out with art nerds who aren't sentimental, you know?
That's right.
My people. My people.
That's right.
You're a B. I'm gonna go get a protein shake. Don't judge me.
All right. Already happening. Then we'll move you down. Oh, can't wait for whenever the Powerbomb hardcover comes out, dude. Seriously, it's gonna be awesome sauce. So cool. I still gotta wait for the Space Mullet to be reprinted again because I completely missed it. So many good books coming out this year. It's overwhelming. It's for real. It really is. I mean, it's what we got. What's his name? Doing that Batman book. Gosh, it's like the Gargoyle of Gotham or something, or. I'm forgetting his name, but the art looks so good. Raphael Grandpa. There we go. Yeah. His art is wacky. I feel like there's a similarity with him, Paul Pope, and stuff. It must be like the free... Yeah, Raphael Grandpa, yeah. He, is he inking with a brush? Similar to Paul Pope, and
By the way, I'm back. But wait, what's the difference between Powerbomb trade versus the hardcover? Does the hardcover, like, will it have more art stuff in it?
Oh, I have no idea. I hope so. I hope so.
Is that's I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, you said do a powerbomb? Is that what you said?
Noah says that in chat, in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Can't wait for whenever that comes out. Yeah. Usually every time Dan releases something like that, or every time there's like a special edition like that, there's usually some back matter in the books. Yeah.
Got it.
He had a whole bunch of back matter for Murder Falcon. So cool. So cool, dude.
Artists are such nerds.
Oh,
Like,
man.
look at me, I care about art, blah blah blah.
Look at me.
Oh, what's wrong, June? June's here. The Chihuahua. She's so anxious all the time.
She's just...
Literally just her vibes. I feel bad. I really yelled at her a lot today because she was like barking at my cats. I was like, oh hell no.
Not today.
Not today. I was just not in the mood for that.
And now
shit.
she's just like, oh, I'm sorry.
Like, honestly, calm down. Like, what the fuck, dog?
Chihuahuas are
Okay,
wacky.
They are wacky. Deliver. Noah says, I usually get the single issues, then wait for the hardcover instead of the trade. Yeah, I have the issue, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, of just like, where do I find bookshelf space in my home?
Dude,
to
I
put all
am
this-
running out so much. I'm probably going to get some shelving to put on the walls.
Yeah. For me, the IKEA Lack bookshelf, you know, that really famous one.
No.
It's the one that's like, it's basically just like big fucking like 4x4 is the biggest one.
Uh-huh.
Black shelving, and then you can do you know what I'm talking about? It's basically just like a tic-tac-toe thing.
Okay.
It's a pretty simple design, and they're very functional, and you'll find them like in part of like actually really really professional designs, because one thing is you can put books on either side. So for me, it's like the books where like I'm not gonna touch them in a while, I put them towards the back. I have the bookcase up against a wall,
Yeah.
but I always know I can access them. So it's almost like having two bookshelves.
Oh, okay. Got you.
The lack. I'll say this: it ain't lacking. It
That's
ain't
that's
lacking.
for sure. Oh,
Hey,
hey.
yo.
You know, I didn't go to the gym yesterday, and I didn't go today, so I'm gonna die. Yep,
I mean, does it mean you're gonna die alone? Like that's
I think
that's
so.
been my fear.
Yeah.
It's why I never go to the gym. I don't want to die alone. Joke's on you. I'm gonna die alone anyway. It doesn't matter.
I'm just so sad. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Ugh.
just kidding. I just.
You don't just you're Manny.
That's right. I am here. I exist. Something like that.
You your folds, your lines for folds are really cool.
Oh, thanks, dude.
I was looking at that with Alex Ross. Was like, I just will like drop this like swath of black, and you're like, yep, that's a wrinkle.
Dude, that confidence to do that, especially with like Sean Phillips, putting in those just like black lines that seem random when you look at them like alone, right? And then, but when you understand what a jacket feels like, you know, like if it's leather or if it's cloth or something, like he's putting those marks down, like the
Yes.
kinds of shapes that those things make. It's great. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you don't have to do that, but when you know what it does, like you can tell, you know, you can
That's
tell
right.
when someone
Yeah.
understands how that works. But when you're doing comics, you can just cartoon. You don't have to be the best draftsman in the world to do comics,
That's right.
which is the cool thing about it.
But when you are, it's like this whole extra layer.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
like
And then when you draw the Watchmen, and you're Dave Gibbons, and you're like a master, then that shows. Or Frank Frazetta, or John Buscema, or any of those guys.
Trying to figure out that weird like so, you know what I mean? That's like,
Wait, say that again? You turned into a robot.
like on Murph's arm, like that like weird cylinder-y thing that goes over his upper arm.
Uh-huh.
It's so weird. I'm like trying to figure out where it connects to.
Oh. Yeah, the one that like kind of curves around like a
Correct.
like a
Yeah.
L, or like a, I don't even
Yeah.
know what you call it, but it goes over the bicep and then goes over the
Yep.
like the
Yeah.
tricep area as well, like wraps around there. Yeah, that's a
What?
what a weird thing that is, but man.
It's so distinctive, and so you're like, damn, I think I'm gonna use Z spheres to block that out.
No, I'm trying.
Z sphere.
Oh, look, it kind of goes up like a, almost like a handlebar for a machine gun or like a minigun.
Oh, that's cool. Let me look that up.
Yeah, because if you look at this drawing, it might take like a minute for it to pop up. Yeah, it's gonna take about a minute because now I'm looking at my stream and I'm just picking up the Murder Falcon book.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send you a picture.
Yes, please.
Because there's a drawing in the hardcover.
Oh, I wish I had it. I wish I had.
Just sent it to your phony poo.
Look. iPhone, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gotten it, but it might because it's. Oh, I got it. I put the third on my iPhone contact for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Manny the Third.
Fuck, I should get the hardcover just to get more access to his drawings.
Right. I mean, that's why I got it.
Oh no! The little back satchel.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize it has two clasps. I only have one.
Uh-oh.
I don't think no one gives a shit. I don't think you even care.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Oh.
Hmm?
I just bumped my my pen onto the mic.
I didn't hear it.
Alright, good.
Would have been so awkward if I had.
It really would have. You've been like, what was that? And I'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But thank God,
Mm. We're doing art with our friends.
Yeah. Art, friendship and art, yeah. It comes hand in hand, yeah.
These folks came for the art, stayed for
The
the
musical.
musical, the musical virtuosity.
Yes.
Not us nailing it, nailing the music.
With our mouths.
Yep. You're welcome, America.
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 America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna save motherfucking day, yeah, America. Fuck yeah. But I kind of want to color it in anyway.
It's like Image Comics has a thing where you can nominate your local comic shop for like the best direct-to-consumer comic shop.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. And they'll get honored at Emerald City Con in Seattle.
Oh, hell yeah. That's sick.
That is really cool. This looks pretty sick. The weird cylinder thing, I just blocked it out. Looks pretty cool.
You're pretty cool.
You can't see, I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you see. It's gonna be a birthday surprise.
I have to wait until November.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take the rest of the year to finish this project.
Right? Just like, damn it, Sam, I want to see it. Please.
I honestly don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish this thing. It's because I didn't really set out to make this a major project, but I've come to realize that I can't really guess in advance what projects are going to be major and what are not. Also, like what's major really varies from context to context. Like I think many would argue that that painting I made of our late dog is one of the most meaningful and one of the most like powerful things I've ever done. That thing took me like 2 or 3 hours. I just knocked it out. I mean, like it's so well within my painting ability that I just did not, right? I didn't struggle with it. But that doesn't negate the fact that it's important. I think that we got to remember that pain and suffering and length of time are not the only metrics for what is meaningful for. I mean, this goes back to what you were saying that with comics you don't even need to draw well.
Yeah.
As long as you draw clearly, you're relating yourself clearly.
Yeah.
That's true for a lot of writing as well. Like with legal writing, is I found that like younger lawyers will like try to be very flowery with their language, and a lot of times business partners are like, I don't care, just explain it to me in English, please.
Yeah.
Not every art piece has to be some fucking esoteric like flex on like your understanding of color theory or whatever. It just like needs to look cool.
Dude, I mean, when was it Kai that was talking about color theory
Yeah,
with
yeah,
us?
yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know color theory.
I never studied it. Yeah.
It's like, it's not important, man.
So real, so valid.
You just need to understand how it works. That's it. Or how these
Yeah,
colors relate to each other, you know.
In a way, is like he understands color theory at a very intuitive level because
Right.
it's about relationship. He's like, if he has one color here or one value, he'll adjust it accordingly. I kind of sculpt that way as well.
Yeah.
People are like, how do you? It's so funny because I had a friend recently who was like, where did you study composition? I was like, I don't know. I just like move things around till they look cool. So I don't know. Like I didn't really like, study the theory. In Twitch chat, you've got Goobs Goober.
Hey. What's up, Goobs? Hey, yo, what are you drawing? It looks cool, not gonna lie. Also, can you draw a request? Also, last thing, but maybe I have to type. My phone audio jack is busting me. I can't hear anyone. I'm done typing now. I'm sorry for making stream awkward.
Sounds like one of us, actually. So
One of
our
us. One of us.
Luke, how did you find Manny?
Yeah,
Curious.
Goobs. Tonight I'm working on some comic pages, Goobs. So not really doing requests at the moment. Maybe in the future at some point, but that'll be when I don't have a million projects going all at the same time.
Is there...
So I gotta do some commission planning here the next few days.
Oh, whom are you doing commission for, if you don't mind explaining?
Well, I'm supposed to do one for someone that I knew in college. And they're wanting me to do something for one of their for a partner of theirs, and
Awesome.
then I have Ben who wants me to do something special. So
The Ben Hill?
the
Ben
Ben
Hill?
Hill, the Ben Hill, yes.
Oh, that guy.
So,
Okay.
and then there's talks about other stuff coming up in the future. So might be kind of busy.
You're kind of a big deal. I don't know if you knew that.
I had someone message me or not yesterday, but when I met I can't speak. When I showed the last page that I inked on stream, I put it on Instagram, and then I had a friend reach out. I was just like, hey, when you like become the most in-demand artist, you know, you think about me. Like, don't forget me, please. I would like to do something with you. And I was like, dude, you're a bro. We're gonna do something together. What are you talking about? It's like, I don't know about the demand thing, but you know, we'll definitely make something.
Oh, BRB, my aunt's calling me.
Yeah.
I have thoughts on it.
Got you. Yo, Noah, gonna hop off, my dudes. Can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. More details will be released to you in the near future, my guy. Man, I have such like ADD when I'm drawing, man. I gotta like hop around on stuff.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hey there.
Hello. How are things?
Aunt's good. She was my aunt cooks for our house once a week, and she was just giving me notes about this weekend about what she's gonna cook, and it was very nice.
Got you.
She makes the most bomb ass. Oh, and also by Noah. I think you said bye to him earlier.
Yeah.
She makes the most bomb ass traditional Vietnamese food. It's insane.
Dang. That's cool. That's really dope. I want to partake.
Don't you wish that you had a cool Vietnamese aunt?
Yeah, I do wish. I do wish that.
Oh damn, game changer. I just long story short, there's a shortcut I've been using that was not perfect on ZBrush, but it kind of got the trick done. I didn't realize there was a whole other shortcut to do actually the exact thing I wanted. Just kind of stumbled upon it. So this is the one major downside to 3D, is that like the learning curve is super steep, and also a lot of it is not intuitive. It's very software specific. So it's like learning about like pushing a specific button. And if no one ever told you that that button did that, you could go for years without. Like I've actually taught stuff to like professionals, stuff that's they learn. Like by the way, do you know that the oh, I don't know if you heard the last part of that, Manny.
No, I didn't. I didn't. What is...
TLDR is that's one of the challenges with 3D is that like it's so software specific and it isn't like there's some stuff like that in traditional, right?
Yeah.
But with 3D, there's so many little like little flips and switches, and if no one ever told you that that flip or that switch did something, you could go for years without knowing it. But that's like my big anxiety is like that I like missed some tutorial that taught me something.
Yeah. Right.
And that, I've actually taught professional artists some new new tricks, which is crazy. Like that
That's
I've taught them things that they didn't know.
That's wild. They're like, wait, you can do that? Yeah.
And then like and what I was saying before we cut off is that um, part of it is that the software has changed so much in over the years, and so because I'm learning more recently, I actually know the latest stuff, and so it's like, oh shit, there's like a thing for that now. There's like a whole specific button for that.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, but that's actually to be honest, I kind of welcome the challenge though of like, because it does feel like magic to find out that like there's a very specific button for something, which
Oh, yeah.
I find to be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say that despite all of that, like so much of 3D is it's still art. So you still
Yeah.
gotta like know it at a design and art level,
Yeah.
which I do. Or at least I like to think so.
Yes. Yes.
I like to think I'm a good artist. I don't know.
Sam knows that he's great.
Excuse me.
It's like, I'm like drawing a panel. I'm like, I don't feel like drawing that right now. I'm gonna draw something else.
Let's go.
Go back to this hand because I'm crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. I do like this panel though of the slashing and slicing and dicing.
That's you.
Thanks. movies actually. And we'll do this.
Interesting.
There's that.
Oh. I just learned about another brush.
Oh.
That's really, yeah. That's cool. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Before we jumped on tonight, I was like, what movie should I watch in the background while I work on this metal piece?
Uh-huh.
And I put on Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like one could do a lot worse than that movie.
That's true. That movie's so good.
It's so good. It's one of the few movies I've seen like more than 10 times. And I saw it 4 times in theaters, and one of those times was one of our local theaters in Orange County, California had like a special screening that it was in black and white.
Yeah. That's
And
sick.
it really made you appreciate the visual and cinematographic design of the movie.
Dude,
I
they
mean,
nailed
don't
it.
get me wrong. The color is also pretty cool, but like, yeah, it's just like the visuals of that are so good. I agree, they did nail it. I agree.
George Miller. He's a champion. What can I say? Which he's also going to be in Death Stranding. Or
Is
at
he?
least he's going to be, like, his likeness is at least going to be in Death Stranding too.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Like that guy. Like that guy.
It's like the same thing they did with Guillermo del Toro's likeness in the movie, or in the previous game of Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Where he wasn't really playing himself, but his likeness was in the game. Man, talking is hard tonight. I don't know what's going on. Keep just like stuttering.
I think you've had a long day, and I've also had like a long day. I'm like, this is how much I know I have a good relationship with art right now. Is that like, I am actually really tired, but I'm having a blast like hanging with you and also doing art. It's like,
Hell yeah.
art is actually like a truly cool part of my life. I mean, it has been for a very long time, to be very clear, but I mean, for most of the time you've known me, I've had a much more neurotic relationship with art. So it's just like, it's genuinely weird to do something that I enjoy doing. It's actually like really weird.
This is weird. Wait,
I'm
this.
Yeah, I like this. Like, what? Hey, Bruno. Bruno the dog. Yes.
Shebang, shebang. Gotta do one panel. Something weird going on right there. We've got some panels looking wonky, but it's okay, because I will fix all of that later on.
Oh, I kind of wish I could show you what I'm working on. It's a gift for the future version of you.
Yes.
It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty fucking sick.
Dude, I mean, the last progress report you showed looked pretty sick, so...
I was talking to somebody, I think you know Ronan. He's on MT server. Was on Steven's server, but he's cool. It's really cool people. But he's like, "How are you getting so much better each time?" I have to be really honest with you. I believe that intellectually. Like I'm sure that that's how it comes off. But what he and I talked about was like, for me, the act of making art has felt the same for the last half year, which is to say that because I'm always making art at the edge of my ability, it's like 50% of what I do on every project is stuff that's within my ability, and like is like stuff that I either know how to do relatively easily, or I like know where to look for information on how to make it.
Yeah.
The other 50% is stuff that I have a decent sense, or I should say the other like 40%. I have a decent sense of what I want to do, but I'm new to it, or I'm just rusty, and like I like need to go watch like 2 days of tutorials. And the last 10% is like stuff that is like fucking out of my comfort zone completely, but as long as I can get close enough and give it a shot, I'm happy. So because every project for the last 4 to 5 of my projects have felt like that, I it always feels the same. But the difference, of course, is every time I work on something, I level up. So of course I'm naturally getting better because I'm stretching myself. It's very similar to weightlifting, right? It's like the actual act of weightlifting will feel roughly the same, but you're just gonna naturally get stronger because you struggling at 195 pounds will feel like the same struggle you have at 215 pounds. It's just that you happen to be stronger. But I do want to just add a caveat that that's not entirely true. Like, it doesn't matter how strong you are, lifting 500 pounds is going to be different from 200 pounds, but in general, the subjective experience is kind of the same, right? And so art has become like that for me. And so I forget that I'm getting better because the experience of it feels so similar from project to project.
Damn. Yeah. No, I mean that makes sense because you're at least getting 1% better every time you make something.
Yeah.
Because of the stuff you're diving into.
And the other thing, of course, that I think you appreciate is like it's fucking consistency, which I have for a lot of other artists. People are like, how are you getting so good? It's like, well, bro, you haven't drawn in 2 years, and that's nothing wrong with that. But like, it's kind of apples and oranges, right? Like, I've been making art almost every day for several years now. Like, why would you even think to compare yourself to me? It's not even the same.
Yeah, like doing it like on the weekends is different than doing it like every other day. Like you're getting more mileage from it rather than just one day a week. You know,
that's right.
You're finding the time to do it every day, which also helps. Instead of crunching in 8 hours in the weekend, you're like an hour here, an hour there, and then most of the time we're in chat talking while you're working on stuff, so time just flies by too when you're working on it for a few hours.
Right.
So
I mean, I like in the time we've talked, I've basically blocked out the main parts of the arm already. Obviously none of the weird little greeblies and little nuts and bolts and stuff, but at the basic form looks pretty cool. I don't have the wings. Wasn't thinking I was gonna get that today, but I have most. I think I need to get his kind of elbow plate. It's still really early tonight too. That weird elbow plate thing that is an Exxon, and then the shoulder thing, which thank you for sending me that photo from the hardcover because that is one of the best shots of that shoulder piece.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen like the back side of it really, like that I can remember.
I have to add that photo to my rough board, so I got it. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for being a friend. Golden Girls because I'm gay.
Because I'm gay.
You know.
Oh man.
Actually, I'll be BRB again. I think my sister just.
Oh, it's fine. All right.
Yep.
Shing. Yeah. I gotta do all sorts of stuff. Mew.
There's something I've talked to you about before a little bit, but it really hit me hard recently. Is sort of um, how. So when I started working on this Murph piece, a part of me, it's a pretty quiet part of me these days, was like, Sam, how does this fit your brand? You literally your website is called Images of the Sacred. What does this have to do with any of that?
Uh
And I was like, I don't know, voice in my head. All I know is I fucking love Murph, and I just want to do this. I want to do it, and it's while it's fresh in my head. And then it's so funny because as I was working on it, it's still me, right? Like
Yeah.
the pose, the way I like got the flow of the head. I don't know everything. It's like we cannot escape our voice. We cannot escape it. And so like instead of worrying too much about micromanaging that, just like follow your heart and just make shit. And it's like I'm gonna make Murph look like kind of a demigod, right? Which he kind
Yeah.
of is, right? Like, there's an
Yeah.
avatar. And it's just like it's so funny is that I would have like I would have convinced myself out of what's shaking out to be one of the coolest projects I've worked on because it didn't fit into some like preconceived notion of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just gotta like just kind of just make cool shit. That's like my only mantra these days. Make cool shit.
Make cool shit. Yeah. I mean, that's yeah, it's a good one to have, honestly. And I think I don't know, like a lot of people tend to have like difficulty making stuff, so it's just like find like get a group together
Yeah.
of like-minded people. It may
Yeah.
take a while for you to find those people, so maybe you can't like have that physical space with those people, but you can find them online. Found you online, found Gordon online, found Nate online.
I'm so sorry. So
Yeah.
sorry.
How dare you guys? Making my life better. How dare you?
You guys are my bros. My
Yes.
bros.
Friendship.
And shit.
But, you know what I mean? Just making cool stuff with friends. Failing together is always the way to do it.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah,
go
yeah.
alone.
I agree, sir.
Because, I mean, we got that, or I got that anthology with some peoples, like putting that together with people that I have met in the comic space, right? So we're making
Go.
cool stuff together. I hope to make more stuff with them in the future.
Yeah.
And then with that being said, some of those people have gotten me, opportunities or have tried to give me opportunities in the past and stuff. So you know, definitely helps out meeting people in that area. Even Tara Whitlatch has I know with a interview with her on Schoolism or whatever, it was like, so she was a person that did a lot of concept art for Star Wars, specifically Animal Anatomy. George Lucas just saw her Animal Anatomy and was like, this is crazy. But someone that got her the job was a friend, and like basically every job that she's had, a friend got her that job. So it's like she's just been working with friends her whole career, which is crazy.
And it's, I will confess that like I was talking to Austin Mystery Ham about this, of like how on a lot of online art spaces I still feel a little weird because I don't like perfectly fit into things, and I don't even do like 2D as much anymore. And he's like, and he said something that was like, he just meant it very nice, but it kind of stuck with me. He's like, obviously if one of us um needed information on 3D, we'd come to you.
Yeah.
And so that's a very, which is true, which is like, I agree with, but I think my mind generalized it even larger than that, and it made me meditate on like, when I think of a lot of the artists I like, and the ones who have done well for themselves, uh, many of them are well-rounded, but there's like a thing you go to them for.
Right.
Now here's the thing, is that those artists, the ones I respect, they didn't get there by starting at the end. They organically developed themselves towards that, right?
Yeah.
Then the reason that they are good at a certain thing is because they fucking love it, which makes sense because you're gonna get good at things that you like doing, right?
Yeah.
Tara Whitlatch fucking loves animals and anatomy.
Yep.
Yeah, and so like she just shows up and does it again and again and again. And it's so for me it's like the one commission I've gotten is a 3D piece because I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like
Right.
this is now how I express myself as an artist, so it makes sense that you come to me for that. And so I may not even know what people are going to come to me for in the future. And instead of trying to micromanage that, again, it goes back to what I said earlier. It's like just do things that are interesting to you.
Yeah.
But so it's tie it into what you're talking about is like, it's like it makes sense that it would be like getting work through friends because it's like, oh hey, I know a guy.
Yeah.
I know a guy who does this, and that's how we hire. At my company is we know a guy who knows this.
Yeah. So make friends. More of the story: be cool, be nice. Well, you don't have to be cool. You could just be awkward like us and have friends.
Amen. I gotta say, it's better if it's awkward. It's better if it's
I'm
awkward.
just saying, builds character. Because I remember joining that Steven Zapata, like Discord or whatever before the workshop happened, and I was like, I don't know if I fit in this group, and I didn't even get it a chance yet. I was just like, people are really good. It's like, I don't know if I should be here.
Once again, it's so funny to hear you say that because you were like, probably you tied for like the top 3 best drafts people. I say tied because you guys have like it was like you, Nick, and probably Rachel, right? And you guys had very different styles, so that's why I can't rank you guys, but you guys were like consistently the best. I mean, like Steven Zapata said that I will quote this over and over again because it's one of his. It's like it must be nice to be so good at drawing.
Oh man, yeah.
That was we were babies. This was only about. Actually, no. Has it been?
It's been like 3 years.
3
now.
years.
Yeah.
Almost exactly. It was around this month in 2021. Yeah.
Really? I thought it was the summertime.
Oh, you're right. So not quite 3 years. Almost 3 years. Yeah,
almost.
You're right.
Yeah. Almost time.
It feels both short and long.
Yes.
That's not that long, but like a lot has happened since then for all of us as artists, and that was like for many of us was the big bang that like led to the next.
Yeah.
Like you had been a very very like I think established artist at that point, but I think things really blew out. Like I think we forget that. I think we forget that like before the workshop that all of us were kind of like trying to just get our bearings.
Yeah.
You know, and we still are. You know, we're still working on that. But like it's like you and Nate and I are just like I don't know. We're just doing it. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. Dude, Nate's just been like absolutely killing it with going to shows and stuff.
His Asian ancestors are very proud of him. Yes,
Yes.
he's yeah.
Yes, I would be too. I would be too. But yeah, he's really putting in the work, man. I'm happy that he's taking the dive to do it. You know.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was So I'm now facing one of those things with hard surface where I'm like, I don't know how to solve this problem, so I'm just looking at surfaces. It is such a simple one too. So you know the Murph's like corner, like his elbow plate that I mentioned that has an X on it.
Yeah.
So it's basically a square. That part's easy. Like I can just make a square. I don't know how to bend it at the edges. I'm trying to think about how to do that. Maybe I just make a very big sphere and then draw a square on one side of it and then break that out. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a really good idea. I should just do that. I'm smart.
Look at you.
Thanks for helping me solve that problem.
You're welcome.
That's essentially what it is, right? Is like it's basically a segment of a sphere.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. He kind of draws it differently in like a lot
Yeah,
of
each
panels,
time,
so,
like in a
yeah.
few, it's actually kind of flat in a
Yeah.
few of the panels.
Yeah.
So this is another interesting part of this project is that I'm like, there are certain things where I'm like, it's important for me to have some fidelity. But there's other stuff where it's like, it doesn't matter, Sam. Just make it look cool. And also, some stuff looks cooler. Some stuff looks cooler in 3D if you do it a different way. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, not everything needs to be like exactly 1-to-1.
Yeah, you can
what do I
take
know?
some liberties, you know, you can get a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remembered that I was talking about Peter Draws earlier. I brought him up and it was about 3D modeling. And yeah, so I saw him.
Oh, has he done 3D modeling? I didn't know that.
He's doing it now. I think because of the major that he's doing. I think he's an engineering major right now.
Oh, that's
And
hot.
right, and he's messing around with Rhino, which is a 3D program that I did in that I used in college, and it's basically just like hard surface stuff. So you don't do organic stuff in it. So it's pretty much. Just
I think I've heard of it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
I know a lot of people that do CAD and stuff mess with it. I haven't messed with it in a while, but yeah, I actually, because you brought up the revolver, and that made me think of me doing a revolver in Rhino. I didn't do a revolver, but I did a cap gun revolver, and it's somewhere on my Instagram, but it's like way back in the archive. But yeah, because I did a revolver and I did like chess pieces, except I did like I did a Western themed chess piece, and it was 3D scanning all of my friends. So it was like the person I was dating at the time, my good buddy Justin, and me, and I scanned all of us with a 3D scanner, and just posed us, or like they were in a pose of like shooting a gun or holding guns or something, and then I went in and like kit bashed
cool.
that, and then also sculpted on top of the scans and stuff a little bit in like a mesh mixer. So I was using
Yeah, which actually you and several other people have mentioned Mesh Mixer to me as something in the future for me to do with 3D printing.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
we use mesh mixer and another program in the one of the, what's it called, in the Maya. It's like it's in that category of softwares. It's like all related, I'm pretty sure, with Maya. Autodesk. It's in the Autodesk
Yeah.
thing.
Sure.
and you could make things watertight in one of the programs, and I can't remember which program it was, but you could just like go in there and close up all the gaps that it does, and then throw it into a program to get it 3D printed. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say like several people have already asked me like, Sam, do you want to do this Murph piece in a way that's like, like could be printed? And I always say no. I always say that I don't care about that. But increasingly, I am trying to make things that could be 3D printed, whether or not it actually is 3D printed. Just because it seems like a waste to do all the sculpting and modeling and it not be 3D
Right.
printable,
I would just do
Especially
it just
this,
for
like,
you, like just for you
what's
to
that?
have all. I would just do it like if I was
Yeah,
you and I was sculpting it, I would want to print it out. But that's
for
because
sure.
I would want a physical thing too. So not saying that you have to do it, but
Well, now I feel pressure. I'm gonna be honest with
I'm
you.
gonna be.
I feel pressure. No, I'm joking. I want it as well. I want it as well.
Alright. Okay. I'm just doodling. Just doodling. Everyone's going like they're trying to look for professional artists, and then I'm drawing. I'm just doodling.
It's funny. A lot of speaking of doodling, like a lot of 3D art, like 3D art resources are about like how do you make something as realistic as possible, and a lot of it's because they're trying to get into games or even like film and TV, right? Where that is actually a concern that studios have.
Yeah.
But not that my stuff isn't realistic, but like I don't care about that as much.
Yeah.
Is um, for me, it's like actually sometimes I like things that are more stylized and simplified.
Right.
And in some ways that's in some ways that's even harder to do because it requires you to be thoughtful, right, um, about design and things like that.
Right. Yeah.
Please realize this apology is kind of fucked. How do I fix this? So much math. I think have I told you the story about the Easter basket in preschool? I don't think I have.
No, I don't think so.
So basically, in it was kindergarten, yeah. We were supposed to make these Easter baskets, and we had those like color paper mache and the baskets, the wicker baskets, and the instructions were to completely cover the sides of the basket with the paper mache.
Yeah.
I refused. I thought it was too tacky and too dense and too full. So what I did is mine was very colorful, but I opted for every other row covered with, and then so that it kind of had a sense of like a cadence to it, right?
Yeah.
And my teacher kept yelling at me. It's like that's not the instructions, and I was like, "You're a plebeian, and I'm not gonna listen to you." And
You're a plebeian, and I don't care.
I don't apologize. I always think back to that story of like I should have known I was an artist at that point.
Right. You're like, don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want. It's gonna look way better.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like my point in bringing up that story is like how I in that case, like I think by analogy, the like covering it up is a way of being like fill this in with as much detail as possible. But for me, I was like, I actually think that removing certain things helps to add a sense of contrast and interest, right?
Right.
So this is why a lot of 2D artists understand what I just said. I think that I brought that sensibility with me from 2D, and with 3D, it's like a lot of times like I'll do stuff, and a 3D artist is like, I mean, this doesn't look like real skin. It's like I don't think people care about that. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I want
don't think
things
that's
stylized. I want something that's gonna like last a while rather than looking like 10, not even 10 years, like 5 years later and being like this, this was realistic, but it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
That's like the
right.
same thing with like video games, like things that are trying to be super realistic, and then like 10 years later, You know, it's kind of like off, like it doesn't really age well.
Yes.
But then like you look at
Yes.
the stylized stuff, like Crash Bandicoot has like never really aged because it was stylized and you could go back and play it. You know what I mean? And it's just also the gameplay was fun, so you can if you want. But like having that stylization definitely makes things last a while, including like um what the 2D animated Disney movies that they're never gonna make again.
Dude, that that is such a good modern day example of
Yeah.
like don't fix what ain't broken.
Yeah,
Um, it's just like, do we really fucking need a live action adaptation? And that's fine if the thing is like coherent unto itself, right?
right.
And a lot of times these things are not. They're these weird kind of like uncanny valley
Yeah,
adaptations of the original. I mean, that was kind of my fear working on the Murph sculpt is like, am I just gonna make some weird ass uncanny valley version of Murph, who only really made sense um, as a 2D piece? Uh, and I like to think that I've actually done a pretty good job, right?
Yep.
That yeah, I've done a pretty good job of like and part of it's because every time I work on it, I'm always checking to see if it's actually something that looks good in its own right,
right.
and not just um like, oh well, this is what Dan drew, so that's all I care about. It's like he doesn't give a shit as long as it
No,
looks cool.
he's got like he posted a 3D sculpt that someone sent him recently, or
Oh, seriously? Oh, should have like that.
it was a clay sculpt, I think, or it could have just been I don't know. Either way, someone made it, and it was definitely made by hand, but it looks like a claymation like version of Murder Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
It looked great. It looked fantastic because like the way they rendered the feathers and stuff in it, or like I guess the fur slash hair on his body is just like lines, you know. It looks
cool.
like it could fit in a Wallace and Gromit like world, you know, like it could
Let's
be like
go.
like a TV commercial in the background of that show. That's what it reminded me of.
That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't see that. I should send that to you.
Yes, please.
It might have been on his story, but I'm gonna check. Because if it's not on his profile, then it was on his story. Oh no, he said yeah, it's a post. I'm gonna send it to you.
Fucking algorithm, man. I don't even see stuff that I want to see.
That's why newsletters are gonna be a thing that we're gonna focus on.
Dude, it's so sick.
Right?
So sick.
Well, you see what I'm saying,
yeah,
though, right? Like,
Yeah, this is not have perfect fidelity to what's in the comics. This is a really cool like take.
yes.
It's still 100% recognizable as Murph. Absolutely.
They even got a beer and like him working on his arm and stuff.
Cool. This is so cool.
But like seeing that, and then he was just, you know, Dan was like, I have the coolest fans ever. It's like all he cares about is people loving his stuff, and then also making cool stuff of his, you know.
That's us. That's us.
So, you know,
We're doing that.
yeah, yeah.
This did not work. What I tried to do, and that's okay. It's okay that it didn't. Oh. Oh, hey cat. Oh no, it did actually work pretty well actually. Well, I am an artist. Boo doo 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 doo.
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da.
it's true.
I hope Dan likes this sculpt.
I think it will.
It is. I don't do a lot of fan art. I part of I think what helped a little bit with this is that like, um, although I'm sure there's a lot of uh, Murder Falcon fan art out there, like it's not exactly a crowded space. It's like how many fucking people have done like Zelda or Link, right? Like
Right.
it's so like it still feels like there's a space for me to insert my interpretation of things.
Right.
Um, I mean, actually, I say that I would be able to reinterpret Link if I wanted to. I just kind of don't. I don't know. It's like, do we need another Link fan art?
Right. Which I almost did one and I never got around to it. But
Okay, I actually just backtracked. I kind of want to do Link fan art now.
I kind of wanted to do like that.
Whoops.
You got me thinking about it now, and I'm like, oh wait, now.
No, I know. I'm like curious what I would do. I've always wanted to do a version of fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. What's the one where it's like the shadow version of him?
Oh man.
I'm talking.
Uh,
Yeah, so basically that. Basically
Okay.
that.
I wanted to do one where he was at the statue. So you know, in Breath of the Wild, and it's like the fish people. I don't know. I can't remember what they're called.
The Zora.
The Zora. But they're like the dolphin people of the game. But it's when you get to that area, and then remember who she was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that whole sequence to where they're really close, right? Um,
Mipa,
I
or
think so.
is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do one where it was just like he was basically kneeling like at the statue, like not in tears, but it's just like
Yeah. I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Hell yeah. Yeah.
wanted to do something.
There's
like
a
that.
lot of really cool scenes from that game that are like, I mean, we're saying something that's so obvious, right? But it's like that was clearly made for just epicness, like an epic still shot type
Yeah,
of scene. Yeah.
yeah, and I wanted to do that with that scene. Now you got me thinking about it. I just might.
Like we don't have enough fucking art to work on.
Right.
God.
That's a summer project, though.
Yeah.
If
I wonder how
nothing
long this project's gonna take me. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how long it's gonna take me.
I feel like
And
you haven't been working on it, like
So,
super
this is-
long. You know.
this happened with me in the last two pieces, where both Kuan Yin and Haniel. I was like, surely this took me forever. Haniel took me about 5 weeks. Kuan Yin took me about 3 weeks from front to end. So when did I start? When did I start this? Actually, I can check because I have my files and stuff. Um, see.
But it's been pretty fast either way.
Oh, okay. So like the 11th. Oh, only like a week and a half. That
Dude.
makes sense. Didn't we cover Murder Falcon? Was it like the last week of January? Is that when we did it?
Yeah, that was like that. Yeah, it was the last week of January. That was our first video. So,
So that makes sense. And then I was like kind of, and I like reread the comic several times, and then I made the decision to work on this afterward.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's only been, geez, it feels like it's been like 3 or 4 weeks. I'm gonna be honest.
Nope.
I'm
You're a god.
a way faster artist. Than to be really honest, I totally didn't realize how fast I've become. That's crazy. Okay, I guess Guess I'm cool, whatever.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Must be. Oh, thanks for knocking everything over, Oliver. My cat just got on something and just knocked everything over.
He's like, oh,
Today?
are you not paying attention to me? How about this?
Yeah, yeah, thanks, bro. Did you hear that? Did you hear him meow?
No.
Oh, okay, he meowed on the mic. Agreeing with Manny. I don't know what to tell you, Dad. Oh, hey, Bruno. Okay. Oh, crazy cat.
You're just a crazy cat lady. You know?
I mean, now I have fucking 3 dogs. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Someone had to, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot. That's why. Don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, it's okay. I do that too.
There's a feature in ZBrush where if you have really, really simple topology, which you do want, like you want like a really simple grid. Oh, by the way, Jalen's on. Jam, you're streaming from the fancy room tonight. Did you sign a contract with Jim Lee or something? Yeah.
Yeah, right, dude. I wish. Yeah. Do you like my wallpaper? It's nice, isn't it?
It is nice.
My mom walked into this room and she looked at the wall and she was like trying to figure out like could you put like bookshelves somewhere, and I was, I didn't suggest like on the wall with the wallpaper, and she was like, oh yeah, you can like hang up pictures or something on that ugly ass wallpaper. I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I hate that. I hate that wallpaper. Oh,
Nice.
gosh. But you were saying about the topology? What were you saying?
Oh, right. So in order to see how it looks like when it's smoothed out, so you can imagine like if uh somebody, like, I'm struggling to think of an analogy here. Um, yeah, have you seen the wireframes where it's like squares, right? It's like a mesh, right?
Yeah.
So the more detail, to get more detail, you need more density, right? You need a really dense mesh because you need like basically pixels to capture that data. So there's something in ZBrush where that can kind of mimic that a little bit called dynamic subdivision, where you're not committing to more topology because having more topology actually costs more resources and stuff. And so the issue is that a lot of times I'll turn that on and then forget it's on, and I'm like, why can't I draw anything on this? Because there's nothing real. It's just like doing a projection basically. So and just 3D things. Don't mind me.
Just 3D,
3D
things. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. It's just 3D things. That's all.
3D things.
3D is crazy.
It's crazy how comfortable I am with it. Like I think that's like
Yeah. And there's
part
that.
of the craziness for me.
But I forget that I like dabbled with it in college.
Yeah.
Just like, man, if I kept up with it. But like that Peter Draws thing got me thinking. I was like, I could probably make that spaceship that I've been wanting to make, like that I talked about you guys with. You know?
Mhm.
I was like, I wonder if I could just open up Rhino and just make it in that really quick, because, I'll just need like a little refresher or something on like the quick keys and stuff, or the hotkeys.
Yeah.
But after that, then I can just make the damn spaceship, and then I got a 3D thing that I can just move around, and then boom, trace on top of. It's like, oh, I got a spaceship.
Yeah, let me know if you ever want to work on something, cause oh fuck yeah, dude. It'd be really really cool to stick with you.
That'd be sick. Might do that in the summer. Might just do all that like concept art kind of stuff in the summer. Where? You're planning on a Star Trek level kind of spaceship or a smaller Buck Rogers type? Smaller one. Well, I don't know. I don't know, man. Not too big. I guess more like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of level. Because there's some rooms, but it's not like overly big, but it's pretty big, you know? Firefly, that would work too. Yeah. Firefly, probably. But I got an idea. I got an idea for it. And I think it would be a lot of fun to draw. I'm just still figuring out the look of that. Because I want to make it fun to draw. So I'm not relying on tracing it, you know? Or like not relying on the 3D model. But I don't know.
The inspiration for the Millennium Falcon came from a hamburger that had a bite taken out of it. LOL. That's what Dylan said. Do you guys follow this online artist Space Goose?
No.
I think it's a he, but I don't want to assume. But they do these really their whole shtick is that they take some household item and then they make a really cool, like usually a vehicle design out of it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Like I first learned about them because they did a rocket ship based on a sriracha bottle, and it was one of the best things I'd ever seen. I just put it in Twitch chat.
Maybe I have seen. I want to look at it.
Yeah, this
Space
one's cool.
Goose.
This is a two binder clips next to each other, and it's a it's a spaceship based on that design.
Oh, that's fun. Oh,
Yeah,
that's fun.
yeah. So
Oh
good.
my god, the toaster. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Oh, yeah, dude. Bro, it's basically like the found objects kind of thing.
100%. Yeah, it's so cool, dude. I like
That's a
I
brilliant
like
way.
I've been following him for years, like for like 5 years or something like that. He's been around for a while. I keep saying he. I don't know if it's a he. Oh, they're a software engineer by day. They're like me.
Oh wow.
In that they
Artist
have a
like
whole
that.
ass other like life. Oh, and they're in California.
Wow.
Good for you. Good for you for having. Yeah, it is a guy. Eric is his name. Eric Goyce.
Dude.
I wish I were that cool of an artist.
Me
I mean,
too.
I could be eventually one day.
Um,
I was scrolling through my IG and I was like, I think I'm a pretty good artist these days, but I don't think my portfolio necessarily reflects that yet. I don't think I've actually been around the block for that long. So I think give me like a few more years, because I mean I just got started, right? I think that'll change if I just keep up at this rate with this
Yeah.
consistency. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For you're gonna be. Watch out, everybody! Sam Lamb's coming through. You know. People are gonna be like, that's Sam Lamb. That's Sam Lamb. He's a lawyer by day. He's crazy. It's awesome.
That's what they say. That's literally what they say. Yeah.
He's so hot. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. He's so buff. You know.
Terrible. Terrible.
And then they see me, and they're like, that guy is kind of squishy.
You are infinitely more like attractive than I am, like in terms of like general basic handsomeness, you know.
Jeez. I don't know about that, man.
Make up rules, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh man.
What to tell you, sir?
People like, people like the squish, I'm cool.
Are you squishy? You don't, even if you are, I like squishy, so it works out for me.
Well, I've been running once in a while when I go to the gym. So,
it is interesting, like
Still
people's
squishy.
perception of, what's what's squishy and stuff like that. I've had this with guys I've been with. I feel so bad for them, and they'll be like, "Hey," like on the apps, and they'll say like, "Hey, I'm kind of a big guy. I hope that's okay." I was like, "Yeah." Are there people who have made you feel like that's not okay? Like, fuck them, Jesus.
Yeah,
So sad to me.
that's crazy. No, I'm just dad bod. That's the kind of vibe I bring, and that's okay.
Well, joke's on you. That's my type. So
This dad bod can run 3 miles. Okay. He can run. This dad bod can run 3 miles in one go.
Dylan says you run from the gym to get your exercise. From the gym to get your exercise.
I exercise my mind. No. But
Oh,
yeah.
I do my reps with Immanuel Kant, with Socrates.
Oh, smokes. Yeah.
Reps for Jesus.
Reps for Jesus. Can I get some reps for Jesus in the chat? Just Jesus doing push-ups. Oh, that'd be funny.
Dude, there's like a whole Christian fitness weird thing. It's like
Oh,
so
really?
wild.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's like, and the crazy thing is it's unironic. Like they really mean it. There's a whole contingent of like Christian bros who are actually really, 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 they're basically fuck bros, but they happen to love Jesus. And it's like the mental gymnastics they go through to like justify doing that is so wild to me. It's like I want to be clear, like I'm all for sex. Like I'm like, yeah, like as long as it's between two consenting adults, it's all good. But it's just weird to like claim that you're like this straight edge Christian person and then be like, but and there's a Jesus want this and blah. I was like, you don't have to justify it that way. Doesn't matter. No one cares. No one cares.
Oh, that's good. I'm trying to think of what the chaps look like on the butt.
Most important questions in art.
Yeah. And I'm like, do they just wrap around the legs and then they just clip to the belt? Or I don't have a good reference that shows that. How about this? It's like maybe half cheek. Is it half? Is it half cheek? You know? No, that's not half cheek. Those are some assless chaps. There we go. All right. Boom. Is that Eileen Ulick?
Who that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Am I seeing that right? Oh, it's small text on the TV. I need glasses. Who is that, Jalen? If you're still there. Gotta do.
Oh, I'm so dumb. Dylan says, really sound out that name in your head.
Damn it.
I like Jalen.
Oh man. It's late. You know, it's been a long day. I should have known. I should have known when I said that name. Damn it. I'm like, who's that?
I am also tired. I'm pretty stoked. I think I got like the basic block out for the arm itself, which is really good. I kind of want to figure out the shoulder stuff for Murph.
Oh yeah.
So he's got this like mech panel on his right pec.
Yeah. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. For sure, for sure. No doubt, no doubt. Alright. I've made pretty good progress today. Now, I did do like half a page off stream. But, you know. Made some progress.
Yeah.
Yo. What's up, Banky Bullet?
Hey, Pinky.
How you doing? Long time. No talkie. You know? Are any of you Tomb Raider fans? Have you heard about the new image that was released of her that people are up in arms over?
No.
No, I don't. I don't know.
I also don't know.
Yeah. Banky has great news. What's this? What's this news you speak of? Now the suspense is killing me because the delay in the chat is.
Well, too much.
Yeah, it's like a really long delay. I can't really fix it because I guess my internet is poo poo. So. Jalen says, I only ask because I can't see what's wrong with the image they released. Yet online comments are saying it's bad and I have no idea why. Dude, that's online. That's what it is. They release, something's released and people just hate on it. And then the thing comes out, and they're like, "This is the best thing ever. I always believed in this."
So real.
Yeah.
Be chronically online. If you guys learn nothing else from this stream, it's don't be chronically online.
Don't be chronically, yes, for sure. Well, look at that. Banky got their first girlfriend after 14 years of my life. How about that?
Nice.
Good job.
Thank you. If that makes you happy, I'm happy for you.
Yes. Yes.
Never had a girlfriend.
I never had a girlfriend.
So sad for me.
And she's so pretty. That's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's see what
It's
Jalen
not.
says.
Jalen says it's not obvious. Is my thing. It's classic Lara Croft and is I think her short shorts and teal top. But everyone says it's not classic Lara and it's terrible. It's really baffling me. Okay. I gotta look this up.
Weird. Like, that's not her classic look. Why is that such a big deal for people? I don't understand.
God, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just it's basically what Jillian explained.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
It's like,
Because...
sorry, the outfit doesn't meet your standards. Okay.
Bye, Banky. Banky's leaving us because his phone's about to
All right.
block out.
See you
Bye.
later, Banky. Have fun. Stay safe. It's a good thing I showered before I came on here, because would have had a late shower.
Yeah. I'm a morning shower.
I used to be, but you know, living with Madre, I don't want to wait until last minute to take a shower before work. You know what I'm saying? So
That makes sense.
but once I have my own place, Manny will be back at it, or maybe not, because I usually go to the gym at night. So that's also another reason why I take it at night. Cause I sweaty at night.
I'm also sweaty at night. I actually, like, during the summer, I actually shower twice. Sure, I shower in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I'll like go through the day and then just feel gross at night. I'm like, yeah, I just gotta before I get into that bed of mine. I
Yeah.
gotta just fucking...
Yep. I feel that.
This phase of ZBrush is a lot of using my mouse, actually, not because I actually don't want pen pressure because you want everything to be super sharp.
Yeah.
I just realized it's like it does hurt my hand a lot.
Doing the mousey poo?
Yeah, using the mousey poo.
Oh yeah.
Mousey poo. Oh, the mousey poo.
Poo poo poo. Boo 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 boo, yeah.
Hey, Lulu.
I like every time you say a name, I look up at the chat. I'm like, Lulu.
Oh, yes, it's Makayat.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Makayat.
Because you said like Bosco a few times, I was like, oh, they're active, and then I look up, I'm like, oh no, it's the dog. Right? Is it Bosco? Is it Bosco the dog?
Bruno.
Bruno.
Bruno. So you're thinking, yeah.
Silly. Bruno.
Love that guy.
How's it been having the little rascal in the house?
You mean the new dog, or just the dogs in general, or?
Yeah, the whole dynamic.
Yeah, it's a little crazy to be honest
I bet.
sometimes.
I bet.
Yeah, yeah. It's awesome though. It's awesome. I love it. Like it's. I think like I also realized that I was a bit spoiled because we did we had another dog, Winchell, that kind of came with the house, so to speak, because it was my mom and dad's dog.
Yeah.
But Winchell was kind of old by the time that happened, and so like he was very self-sufficient, pretty low maintenance dog. And so yeah, in theory we had a dog, but he was very chill. So
Yeah.
now having essentially three puppies, it's a bigger difference for
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
But they're all really good dogs. They're good dogs. So
That's awesome.
it's been a cool situation. We love animals here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here's one. Hey, Buddy. Buddy is my adopted child. He's the new one.
Buddy. Yes.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Hi, Buddy. He just left me.
What kind of dog is Buddy? It's like a.
He is, for as far as we can tell, a Corgi Terrier mix.
Yeah, that's right. Because he had the butt of a corgi. That's how I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has the beard of a terrier.
Yeah.
What a silly little guy. Let's see here. Oh god, they're having zoomies. They're having zoomies. I think it's almost time for me to wind down. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
Tired.
I'd say it's pretty much that time for me. But
Actually, like every time I make a move, I just rotate my mesh and just like or my model and stare at it. It's really cool. It part of it is because I'm actually really proud with what I'm doing with hard surface right now. Like it looks the metal stuff I've added looks so crisp.
oh, that's so dope. God, so cool. How
You'll
dare
see.
you?
You'll see.
How dare you? I'm just trying to think of my next move. So I gotta finish this page at some point, you know. This is all action. There's action. And then another still scene. Getting there. But we do have these pages up top. Very proud of this page, though. Very proud of that one.
It's really sick. Those swords are really cool.
Thanks, dude. So we inked this one. That one's okay. Gotta figure out. I feel like this one's good to go. Now that needs hand is huge.
Dylan says, "Oh, I'm finally gonna watch John Wick 4. LOL. I'm gonna buy a fancy television so I can give it a fair shot before I bash the crap out of it." LOL.
So give it a fair shot. Well, not a whole lot of talking, but a whole lot of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. I'm a fan. It's definitely, if John Wick was a comic book, that's the type of comic book Manny would make. Or better yet, maybe that's the type of movie Manny would make. Just not a whole lot of talky, but a whole lot of shoddy, you know?
Punches, stabbies, and shooties. Those are my three.
Yeah.
The three genders.
The three genders. But it's also every movie has a funny like reload sequence to where like John Wick holds a dude down, reloads his gun, and then shoots the dude. And then there's I think after the second one there's always like another, like he gets kicked down multiple times or pushed down or something multiple times. Like there's, but it's like ridiculous, like how many times he's getting pushed down, you know? So they definitely have a lot of fun with it. That's for sure. So we finally got the phone booth working again. Went back in time to Billy the Kid's era and just and just shoots people. Sounds rad. Yeah, it's pretty much it.
That's basically John Wick. Yeah, you
Yeah.
basically described it. For
It's
sure.
pretty much. It's epic.
I just love how like we as Americans were like, God, this guy's like, it seems like over the top, and then the dog scene, you're like, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Like I get. Yeah,
It's
I get
all based off that, dude. The first movie, I love the first movie because you just like you you're like wondering who this guy is, and without any words being said, we just see it through like action, basically. Well, not action,
Yeah.
not like physical action, but like seeing the body language and stuff with his wife and everything. Wife dies, and then we're at a funeral, but we don't even, it's not even announced that it's his wife until he has a conversation with his mentor, and then he gets the gift from his dead wife, a freaking dog, and then someone kills it, just to do it. They didn't have to, and they did it, and then he snaps, and that is fantastic.
Yeah.
That it all the whole like crime world just gets demolished because someone killed a dog.
And the thing is, as the audience, you're like, yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
I accept it.
Yep.
No problem.
Right. It's just so funny. Just a fucking dog. And he's like, well, it's not just a fucking dog, okay?
Love it. That's a good movie.
It is better than Die Hard and Lethal Weapon combined, actually. I'm going to say it right now. Yeah. Jalen,
I think
there is so much action in this movie. I don't see what you're getting a rise out of me. That's what it is. You haven't even watched it. You're just being a hipster. Blasphemy? No. It's not blasphemy. It's truth. Get those boomer shooters out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Keanu, dude. Keanu's bringing the business. I have seen it. He goes on bogus journey or something and renames everyone he meets into Bob Genghis Khan and Socrates Johnson. Yeah, well, okay. Well, then you have seen John Wick. What are you complaining about it for?
is that not the movie? That's the movie.
Yeah, that's it. Nailed it. They nailed the tone. And the whole like concert at the end of it, absurd.
Mm-hmm.
It had no right to be that good.
Mm-hmm.
No right. What? Socrates Johnson? That's how they pronounced it? Oh my gosh. Well, I clearly haven't seen it in a long time. Guess I need to rewatch John Wick. Excellent. I haven't seen the new Bill and Ted. I actually kind of want to watch that. Actually,
What is it on?
I don't know.
forget.
I don't know. But it's them as like being old, and they go back in time or in the future, to I don't know. It makes no sense, but I want to watch it. Kind of disappointing, Jalen says. Well, that's kind of sad. But also, like, what were we really expecting from another Bill and Ted movie, you know? Wasn't the second one kind of, like, bogus, you know? I don't remember the second one. Do you remember the second one, Sam?
I don't actually.
The narrative splits its time between them and their daughters. Then it ends up that the song they sang that united the world in the second one wasn't really the song. Interesting. That they kind of retconned that in the writer's room. Weird how that happens in Hollywood. Wow. The second one sounds amazing. Apparently the second one was them being killed by cyborg versions of themselves from the futures. So they go to hell to defeat death. In board games, to go to heaven, build robot versions of them to fight the cyborgs, and then write the song. That's why it's called John Wick's Bogus Journey. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm gonna jump off for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well. It is time for sleepy sleeps.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing the thing.
We've been doing it. We made some good progress today, Sam.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with my progress as well.
So, but also, thank you for joining the chat today, Sam. Much appreciated.
Yeah, my pleasure, sir. Thank you for having me.
As always, always welcome in the house of the Manny Draws channel. But yeah, well, we'll be on tomorrow, and I know you won't. You'll be off having family time. Gosh.
Sorry, like an asshole.
I'm just kidding. Was it your sister happy birthday? Is that?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Tell her I said happy birthday, even though she doesn't know me. I said happy birthday.
She heard you talk.
No. We're basically best friends now, so.
Yes, correct. Alright, my dude. Have a wonderful night. Bye, everybody. Bye, Dylan.
Of course, the minute I come in with John Wick truth, people leave. See? You can't be spreading these truths. Come on. Get out of here. Get that stuff out of here. No, but it is late. Gotta wake up extra early and actually go get gas for my car. So before work, and that will take some time, but I keep doodling. This drawing pad feels so good. This pen display feels fantastic. Huey on canvas. How dare you be so good? How dare you? I think I might add a panel in here. So there's another beat, like maybe she looks down to the right or something, and then she comes up with a shovel. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Made some progress today. And then tomorrow we're talking about Kingdom Come with Kiwi and Ben. Is it tasteful nudity? Question mark. Tomorrow there might be. No. I'm just oh shit. We're talking about this guy. Kind of like slipping a little bit, you know. Yeah. But yeah, almost done with this book, or at least penciling it. I mean, you know the jokes. Oh, hey, that's for tomorrow. Gotta leave the suspense. I just. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. Appreciate you, Jalen, for coming in and talking some straight doo-doo, you know? Be flapping your gums up in here, okay? Link your OnlyFans account, so it's all feet. Link your OnlyFans. It's all feet pics. That's it. Anyway. I will see y'all in the future. Appreciate you.